Okay. I probably should have recorded this sooner, but oh well, oh well, oh well, oh well. Better late than never. So, okay, whatever. So, this is my draft analysis for the IDL Season 2. It is low tier. So, that's basically what you need to know. Open Terra. There's some pretty strong Terra captains as well. If the volume is weird, it's because I'm currently holding my mic. Because I am back to recording these on my bed. And it means I can talk quieter, but still with some amount of loudness because there are people living in the house. So yeah, okay. I was outside gardening earlier, and now my hay fever is being very rude. Okay. So, you might have seen this if you watched the stream. If you haven't, go watch it, because we actually talk about, I actually do talk about my team a lot there as well as all the teams. It was a lot of fun as well. So, okay. I'm also probably gonna, I'll probably likely record my team builder for week 1. Like, probably in the same recording session, actually, now that I think about it. Because I will be playing my opponent in about 2 hours or something. Okay, now, pick number 1. Metagross. Now this, I love Metagross. Metagross is very, very good. And that's when I had it in, like, you know, regular, like, high tier, like normal, like, think I'm Valiant, Dragapult, best Pokemon, yeah, whatever. Metagross I enjoyed Metagross a lot there. So, I got 4th pick, which is very reasonable. I was pretty happy with that. And yeah, as a result, I basically had the choice between Metagross and Crocodile, and I looked at the draft board, and Sackmander noticed that there were very, very few good steel types. So I went, you know what? Let's go with Metagross, because let's just get a very good steel type. Probably the best steel type, let's be honest. Apart from, like, Terra Steel Sinistra or something like that, I don't know. But yes, Metagross is very versatile. I'm probably gonna have to put my mic down for this so I can actually, like, do stuff. I can't do this because I'm hunched over and the posture is gonna kill me. So let's talk about the sets. I mean, this Pokemon can run just about anything. It's really versatile. Like, it's not like the stats just allow it to do just about anything. Like, you can do like a very bulky Iron Defense Body Press set. You can have this as your Stealth Rocker, and then just like Bullet Punch priority. Very, very solid. You can also run just like Choice Band and just go, you know what, I'm just going to take a kill whenever I come out. With moves like this, maybe. You know, that looks quite strong as well, doesn't it? Of course, I'd be remiss not to mention about the classic, if I can type, Agility Weakness Policy set. And maybe here you have that Earthquake again. Or whatever coverage you need. I mean, Heavy Slam, honestly, you can use a +2 Heavy Slam on a resisted target, and it'll probably do okay. I forgot to click F11, my bad. My bad everyone, my bad. Okay. Technically, you can also run special sets, stuff like Expanding Force and Future Sight. Well, yeah, I mean, just like the combination of Heavy Slam and Psychic Fangs is just really, really good, and then an Earthquake on top of all that for like the perfect coverage is just so good. And then you can run Bullet Punch, you can run whatever you want. Ice Punch is really good coverage. Iron Head knockoff. You don't really need to run Iron Head with Heavy Slam unless the thing you need to hit is big. Obviously you've got Meteor Mash, but look, I don't want to lose a game because I'm missing Meteor Mash, you know. That's I'm not twisted. Okay. Does also get both screens, so you've got that. You can run a Resto Chesto set, or even Rest Talk with Iron Defense Body Press, something like that. Honestly, even Rest Talk with Meteor Mash. Just like trying to stack up those attack boosts, you can run like a very bulky set with that. That sounds fun. I'll be honest, that does sound fun. You've got Trailblaze. Should I hit like something like Swampert? I would like that in Gen 3. You've got... Obviously you can run Choice Man with Trick as well. That's a very, very real option. Don't see myself running Gravity. I love this move so much. I love Magnetize so much. It's such a cool... It's such a fun move. It's one of my favourite moves to run on Clef Key, especially. I love Magnetize on Clef Key. Okay. So yeah, it just gets so many good moves. And Heavy Slam just hits like a truck. So you can honestly run, like, it can just run any item really. Like Air Balloon, AV, Choice Band, Choice Scarf, honestly even a Sash Lead if you want to get your rocks up. Life Orb is valid. You can run like a Sub-Salac Berry as well even. Like I said, Resto Chesto. This is probably one of the few items you won't ever run on Metagross because you've got the clear body. You've got Covert Cloak, which I can see a use case. Eject Button would be cool. Like Grassy Seed if you're fighting a Rillaboom team could be heat. Obviously you've got all the type resist berries, so like Ochre, Shucker are some really, really good items to run on your Metagross. Light Clay if you run into your screens, of course. Mirror Herb if you're fighting setup. Yeah, I think that about covers Metagross. Hopefully you just appreciate the fact that I get to be creative when I build with this Pokemon, right? It's going to be really, really fun to build with every week. And yeah, I am really looking forward to using Metagross in low tier. I think it's going to be so strong, unbelievably strong. Okay, so second pick. I was looking, I was like, okay, ideally, this is the round I get my Tera Captain, right? Because there's a lot of good Tera Captains on the board, right? In fact, if I just show you. So any Pokemon with like a number next to its name can Tera. Excuse me, I need to cough. Hooray. So like Conkeldurr can Tera, Gardevoir can Tera, Hisuian Guju can Tera. Right, so you've got like all these Tera Captains. Okidoki is probably the best Tera Captain in the format, and Gyarados here is probably second, and then maybe Titar third. But then I think I got maybe the fourth or fifth best in the Tornadus, and this is just another Pokemon that is going to be extremely, extremely versatile. Right, it's Open Tera, so it can Tera into whatever type it needs for the matchup, right? So obviously I can run like Tera Flying with Hurricane and Tera Blast. Or I can run Tera Ground, Tera Blast for the coverage. I can run also to not be weak to rocks anymore. I can run Tera Fire and something like Heat Wave. Right? And then like just okay, the combination between Hurricane, Tera Blast, Flying, Tera Blast, whatever type you need. I know I've got Tera Blast on here twice, but just imagine this is for like Tera Flying, and then this is coverage Tera Blast for the different Tera types. Okay, and then obviously Prankster is an incredible ability, so you can get the priority agilities. You've got the priority Bulk Ups. You've got priority Nasty Plots. If you're a VGC enthusiast, you'll know about the Prankster Tailwind. Foul Play is a very good move. It's also worth noting that, yeah, it's got a high special attack, but it still has a very, very good attack stat. And with the ability Defiant, you can punish Defog, you can punish Intimidate, you can just get lucky and get like a random Spadaf drop from like a Shadow Ball or something, or like a Terra Dark set, and then just go to +2, because why not? And then with the Acrobatics, you'll do a lot of damage, and then obviously you get, I mean, Fire Ground does some very, very good combinations with flying, so we go back to the Terra Blast Ground set. And so yeah, it's just something like this also looks very, very good. I think, again, okay, Focus Blast as well is important if I don't want to run Fighting Terra Blast. But also does get a very good physical move pool as well, right? Just, like, Knockoff is a really, really good move. U-Turn is also a very good move. Weather Ball is also cool. Fling, I'm sure I'll try and make that work at some point. Can also run like a Prankster substitute, like Salakberry set as well with Reversal. That sounds awesome. Gets all the weathers if I want to run a more supportive Tornadus. It's also something I haven't mentioned. Its bulk isn't incredible, but you can EV it to live hits. And then the speed stat is also really, really good. 111 is a really, really nice speed tier to have, because it just feels like there's so many 110s. Now, yes, okay, the Latis aren't allowed, and neither are the Ogopons. That's like 6. Neither is Iron Moth, I don't think. But there are other like 110s, and just Pokemon between like 100 and 110 that Tornadus will just outspeed, which is just, it's just gonna be really, really valuable, I think. Okay, so my third pick. Okay, so if my main offensive or speedy offensive Terra Captain threat is the Tornadus, right? Flying type, weak to rocks. I'm going to want a good Rapid Spin, right? Especially because I have pretty solid Rocker on my own here, as well as some other solid Hazards options as well, so I don't want to just have to rely on Defog for my removal. So instead, I'm like, okay, I can't talk, I can't type, I can't talk, I was correct, I wasn't correct, and then I was correct. You love to see it. So I mainly have Blastoise to be a spinner, right? But it does also threaten Shell Smash, of course. And honestly, maybe it wants to run both. Maybe it can do something like this, right? Where it's utility, and then like utility in the early to mid game, and maybe you want to run like Flip Turn as well. But then late game, you just come out and click Shell Smash, and your opponent doesn't expect it. Aquajet is good priority. Orsphere. I mean, this it's a Gen 1 Pokemon, right? So it gets a pretty deep move pool. Haze is nice. Like, it just gets really, really good moves. Obviously, Rapid Spin is the main one. Scarf, Water Spout, don't underestimate that. Wave Crash as well for physical water damage. And then, yeah, maybe some of these moves aren't the most useful. I do see. Oh, sorry, I need to sneeze. Like I said, hay fever's kicking my butt right now. Especially with how overgrown the garden is. Oh my goodness. Okay, Yawn is a very, very cool move as well. Like, you can Yawn into Flip Turn and get that momentum. That's very, very good. But yeah, mainly going to be here for utility, but Threat and Sweeps, Deep Move Pool, and Rapid Spin is the #1 thing I got Blastoise for. Also, it's just nice to have a water type, right? For me, it's basically going to be either Blastoise or Milotic, but Blastoise gets Rapid Spin, so there you have it. Okay, Sylveon is my next pick. At this point, I'm like, okay, there aren't a lot of fairy types, or like good fairy types. And with these Pokemon, none of them have like immediate recovery. So I wanted something that can pass wishes. Solid base HP stat is going to make that a lot easier. It gets baton pass as well to actually pass them. And then Pixelate boosted Hyper Voice. I mean, technically Hyper Beam as well, but let's talk about Hyper Voice. It's just going to be really, really good. It also gets Calm Mind. You can also run Protect, just to like if you want to run like the Sylveon sweeping, maybe you want to run something like this. Very, very valid. You can also run Physical. You can also run Specs. Obviously, Heavy Duty Boots is going to be a very good item. Oh, you know what? Boots on this is also very good. Specs is also very good. Weakness Policy. I mean, you don't need me to tell you what items these can run. White Herb if you wanted to set up Shell Smash. Otherwise, like Boots, Leftovers, stuff like that. I mean, yeah, I think this is just a very, very good Pokemon. It's very, very specially bulky, right? So it's just here to take special hits. I've already got some pretty like physically defensive Pokemon. This is actually more Spadef, but it can do either. So we've got Fizdef, offensive, Spadef, or mixed, and then Spadef. But then this is also strong physically, this is also strong specially, this is also strong mixed, right? So, yeah, right now, my team is very, very versatile and going to be difficult to prep for because my opponents aren't going to know what set I'm going to bring, right? Like, they can try and make a guess based on what looks good into their team, but they don't know what I'm going to bring, obviously. I mean, obviously, but it's just the fact that I can run so many different sets into them, and so many different sets will work. That I think is the strength of my team so far. And again, I do talk a lot more in depth about my team as well in the stream. So definitely check that out. It was very fun. Okay, so my next pick is a Pokemon I haven't used before, Munsdale. I wanted an alternative Stealth Rocker to Metagross because maybe I want to run Choice Band. I don't want to have to run Box on this Pokemon. So, yeah, he is here to be my alternative Stealth Rocker. Stamina is a great, great move. It's also just very strong. Like that is a pretty high attack stat, to be honest. So Earthquakes from this Pokemon are gonna be very strong, as will Body Presses. Right, so might want to run these moves pretty frequently. And then maybe I run like Counter Blast with Assault Vest. You can also run Leftovers, of course. Again, Resto Chesto is very, very good on Munsdale. Clear Amulet if you don't want to get intimidated. Close Combat, I actually didn't know this thing got Close Combat. High Horsepower, of course, if you're fighting like a Rillaboom. I don't think Rillaboom's allowed. I'd have to double check that though. Iron Defense Body Press, of course. Low Kick. Roar is a really, really good move. Doesn't really look like it gets too much else. Okay. So yeah, Munsdale, again, just here for that bulky offense core that I've got going on here. Another Pokemon that provides something to the team in the Stealth Rocker, so Metagross doesn't have to, but Metagross can. And it's also just very good to get a ground type, right? So just having a ground type secured is very good, and a good ground type at that. It's also pretty cheap. I think it was 9. So yeah, honestly, probably a little underpriced. I think Munsdale is actually very, very good and very strong in low tier, especially because it actually has a very, very reasonable like special defense stat, right? So this can take special hits very, very well. And then pair that with, like, imagine an AV set on this with stamina paired with Wish Passing from the Sylveon. Like, Munsdale is just not going to die. It's going to be very, very annoying for my opponents to fight. I've got a very, very good core, I'd like to think. And the great core just keeps going with my next pick. Now, this is a Pokemon that I did pick up in Grace. Shout out to Zach Commander for reminding me that Entei's a very good Pokemon. And yeah, Sacred Fire, if I can type, is a very, very good move. 50% burn chance is very strong. And this, hey look, this is my anti-freeze tech, there you go. Now you've got to see that top move, you've got agility, which is cool because this isn't the fastest thing. But maybe you want to run extreme speed, and suddenly you don't need to worry about agility nearly as much. You got body slam there for coverage, iron head for coverage, stomping tantrum. It's a shame this doesn't get earthquake. You can also run like a defensive will-o-wisp set, which I think is very cool as well. Trailblaze is also very cool to hit the water types. I do believe this gets solar beam. Yes, there you go, solar beam. You can run the power herb Entei set. That sounds like it would make a great thumbnail. We see the reversal again. Obviously, Rest Talk. This is another Raw Pokemon. I think you have Raw, and you have Raw. So I've got three Raw users now, which is interesting, to say the least. Obviously, you got Flame Charge as well, so you don't have to run Trailblaze, but Trailblaze is more for coverage than anything, honestly, if you're just fighting the water ground. Calm Mind as well. I mean, if you look at this thing's stats, obviously it is going to lean more to the physical attacking, but 90 special attack, especially if you want to pair that with a move like Eruption, which is just insanely strong, right? You can like, I can rapid spin with Blastoise, and then like slow pivot with Flip Turn into the Entei, and then suddenly I just get like a Choice Scarf or Choice Specs Eruption. Like, that just sounds very strong, right? Yeah. Just gives me probably the strongest priority user as well. And I have a fire type as well, which is just nice. Yeah. Shadow Ball as well is nice coverage for the special sets. Yeah, as for items, you've got like obviously boots, leftovers, any of the choice items, honestly. Expert Belt as well is honestly valid. But I think more often than not, this is going to be like a boots user, right? So yeah, that was my 6th pick, and then my 7th pick is Skuntank. So there's Gengar in the format. So this is basically here to help me with Gengar, with stuff like Sucker Punch, and basically Sucker Punch. We've got Crunch as well, Knockoff of course, it's Toxic and Toxic Spikes, it's also my Grounded Poison, so people will be dissuaded from bringing Toxic Spikes into me, because my team is pretty bulky, right? It's not going to love getting Toxic Spiked. Yeah, it is just here to basically tick off something I felt I needed. So this is my 4th raw Pokemon as well, so if I get Hazards up and I want to bring all 4 of my raw Pokemon, I think that would be very funny and also very annoying for my opponent. Super Fang is also an incredible move, as is Taunt, honestly. Honestly, it can run like T-Spikes, Taunt, Raw, Super Fang, or Knockoff. I think something like that sounds incredible. Apologies, I need to cough. Okay, wonderful. So, yeah, this is just here to like be my Poison Dark that wasn't like too expensive. It was 6 points, so for what it is, it's very, very good and very good value. Yeah, there's nothing really that I could have got instead of Skuntank, or that would have done what Skuntank wants to do, but better or even worse. Like Overgrowth was on the board as well, but that was also too expensive, because we only had like 100 or something, or like 100, might have been exactly 100 points actually to work with, so it wasn't like the craziest budget, like at all. So yeah, definitely had to manage points well, and I think I did a pretty good job. And then we go to my next pick. We've got the Chestnut. Now, if you know anything about me, anything, you know that I love this Pokemon. I love it so much. I love Chestnut. It's so good. So my team is kind of weak to ground. And you know what? Chestnut is like one of the best ground type, like, switch-ins. It's so good. I love this Pokemon. You can honestly run body press on this Pokemon, like, 9 times out of 10. If not 10 times out of 10, honestly. Because you're probably going to be running this on a defensive set anyway. So, like, you can just run something like this. There you go. Like, you can, like, there you go, there's a Chestnut spread. You can, Rocky Helmet is an incredible item on Chestnut. Especially because this is actually one of my few Pokemon that actually gets instant recovery. It's also my Spiker, or one of my Spikers, though I do have another one. And then this final move could honestly be just about anything. It gets like Chestnut gets like one of the deepest move pools I've seen for like no reason. It also gets Iron Defense, Focus Punch. It does also get where is it? Belly Drum as well, so you can run it on a sweeper set, which I think is just cool. Wood Hammer is a nuke, and then because it can heal itself with Synthesis, you don't actually mind clicking Wood Hammer. Stone Edge to hit like fires. Rock Slide does the same, I guess. This is my 5th raw Pokemon, by the way. So yeah, we are keeping that up, and the move Leech Seed. I love Leech Seed as well. Leech Seed is such a good move. But yeah, I mean, if like just take the time to look through this thing's move pool at some point. It gets so many moves. It honestly gets so many moves. It's actually crazy how many moves Chestnuts gets. Okay. Looks like the battle between a Praetor and King is being a little bit more difficult than it needed to be. That's unfortunate. Okay. So at this point, I have 3 points left. For technically 1 pick, but there were no 3-pointers that were like, okay, let's get this. So I got Spidops, and this is my 2nd Tera Captain. So do you want to know why I got this Pokemon? It's this move. This is it. This is the reason. Okay, I'm glad we've established that. It does also get spikes as well as toxic spikes, so I can just run like a Tera Ghost set, and then just like spin block, and then run like circle throw. My 6th Pokemon that can phase the opponent out. That's really funny. Don't think it gets raw. I need to sneeze again. Oh my god, my hay fever is actually so bad. Wait. Hold on, I need to make a joke real quick. Okay, I'm really funny. Obviously, U-turn is also very, very good. But yeah, Count is also very good, actually. Upper Hand is cool. But yeah, this is mainly just here to like click Sticky Web, right? And then like spikes and toxic spikes too. Okay. I don't really think I need to talk about Spidops anymore. Also, I really need to go blow my nose. So I am kind of rushing through this a little bit, I'm very sorry. Okay, my final pick. Nope, can't type. MENACE. Okay, so on my original draft, I had Chandelure and Breloom instead of Entei, Chestnut, and MENACE. And I was like, okay, well, I want a spin blocker, right? I wanted a strong spin blocker. So here's MENACE, my spin blocker. There you go. This honestly does get a pretty good move pool as well. Knockoff is very good utility. Encore is cool. Destiny Bond is obviously cool as well. Will-O-Wisp is a very, very good move. Nasty Plot threatens setup. Poltergeist is a strong move as well. And then this isn't a Pokemon like Feraligatr where people are going to be like, okay, let's run no item. Like MENACE is, like, honestly, Poltergeists from this are going to do more damage than Sacred Fires from Entei. So, that's something. Yeah, also Shadow Sneak and Sucker Punch and Sword Stance and Taunt are a string of very, very good moves. Thunder Wave is also very, very good. Annoying and rude, but good. And Metronome. Oh, for the record, there's a Metronome clause in this league, right? Where if you pull a move like Horn Drill and land it from your Metronome, you just lose the game. How sad is that? Well, okay. If any like battle clauses are broken due to Metronome, that's a loss. That's how I should word it. Okay, so my team is very cool. I love my team. I think it's super, super duper cool. Let's go to rosters. Let me scroll across a little bit. There you go. You should see I am indeed 4th pick. And this is my team. I appear to have clicked right a couple too many times. Apologies. Okay. There you go. This is the team. So yeah. Spoiler alert. I think my team is very, very strong. I think all my Pokemon are good. I think all my good Pokemon have a variety of different sets they can run. A variety of different items, moves, EVs, IVs even. And yeah, I think it's going to be a nightmare to prep for. And I'm really happy with the final product. I think it's really, really good. Yeah, so I'm going to take this opportunity to have a little break. And then I'm going to record my team builder for week 1. That'll be fun. So I will see you shortly. Because it'll be in the same video too. So this is going to be, like, this will play. And then the next part will play, like, immediately after. Okay. So, thank you for listening. Enjoy the team builder. Okay. We're back. So, now we are here to discuss the team I'm running against Josh, coach of the Starter Supremes, for week 1. Here is the matchup. I will click F11. Here's the matchup. These are our teams. Here's Tera Feraligatr and Tera Charizard. So here's a fun fact. Tera Feraligatr is very scary. And it hits very, very hard. Not sure if you knew that. So, for the record, I'm expecting Tera Electric. I think Tera Electric Feraligatr makes a ton of sense here to hit the Blastoise, but also be resistant to Tornadus flying type moves. I think it makes sense. With that said, I'm going to bring Choice Specs Tera Flying Tornadus anyway. Yep. So here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. If we look at this team, pre-Tera, literally Iron Crown is the only flying resist. So if Iron Crown A doesn't come, I think it should though. For the record, I do think it should come. But let's say it doesn't, then like, if he isn't a flying resist type on Feraligatr, like if he's just like a lazy Tera Grass, for example, instead of the Tera Electric, which I think he should be, then Tornadus is so free. And yeah, so Tornadus, this is just about speed. Whatever his base 110 is, I think it's Frostlass. If he wants to do a nice shot on it, like, he can. But I don't really mind all that much. I can just go to Blastoise or Entei, honestly, on the Frostlass. And I don't really mind. But yeah, so just click moves, click buttons. Dark Pulse is solid coverage. I did have Bleak Wind Storm over this originally, but I didn't really need it. I kind of like the idea of having something to hit to hit the Iron Crown just in case. Although I will probably just click U-turn. Or maybe I just want to click the Terraflying Hurricane and just say, you know what, screw it. I hit or I don't. But yeah, I did click on this, so let's have a look at this set. So here, I have a very, very Spadef Blastoise with Damp Rock Rain Dance to enable my Tornadus to just click Terraflying Hurricane because it's very strong. I'm aware that this will make Feraligatr even stronger with Liquidation, but if he wants to take a kill and give me a free switch to my Tornadus, then he can, you know? Yeah, there we go. Roar is just to like phase the Feraligatr out, or anything, but mainly the Feraligatr. If it doesn't like actually have coverage to hit the Blastoise, or super effective like Terra Blast coverage, that is to say. Yeah. So next up we have Metagross. Now, this is a very boring set, like realistically. The classic agility weakness policy set, however. At +2 speed, like Metagross just goes crazy. And like, yes, he has these two Unburdened Pokemon, but they don't actually do a whole lot to the Metagross is the thing. That's the thing. And like, I am the kind of person that is more than happy to like even after weakness policy +2, I'm more than happy to switch Metagross out again, because maybe I can get a Wish Pass. Which, if we look at this, there you go. No Baton Pass, because I think Fairy coverage actually goes crazy here, and after a couple Carmines, Sylveon goes crazy. But I do want to be defensive here, because, well, this Feraligatr is like the primary threat. But also it's just nice for Holucha and Donphan as well, honestly. But yeah, after a couple Carmines, and then Wish Protect is honestly more for the Sylveon more than anything. But also just passing, like wishing up and then swapping to Tornadus seems really, really strong. Yeah. This was to live something. I think like a +1 liquidation from the Feraligatr should always live with the boots. Because like I alluded to in the draft analysis, which I am... Look, the hay fever is still annoying, but it's not quite as bad as it was when I was recording that. So yeah. But as I did say that, Toxic Spikes can be kind of annoying for me. I do think, honestly, there is a world where I could have brought Skuntank here, like, to be completely honest. I think Skuntank looks very reasonable to bring here. But I just liked everything else that I brought as well, is the problem. But yeah, so because of that, and because I'm not running boots on this, yeah, I just want to run boots on this, because if this thing gets Toxic Spike, that's really, really annoying. And now we have this guy. So, listen, that Feraligatr is threat number 1. So we are Pasha Berry with counter, and if he does Terra Electric at any point, Earthquake also does a ton of damage. Don't remember exactly how much, I will remind myself before the game, but just know that it does a lot of damage in it. And obviously I've got Roar because, you know, I like clicking Roar with my Pokemon. And then Stealth Rock, because I think Rock's also pretty good here. I think Spikes also look really good, and I really wanted to bring Chestnut for the Spikes, but I don't think I can bring Chestnut here. Not against Iron Crown, Holucha, Frostlass, Charizard, Indeedee. Yeah, a matchup for Spikes, but it's not a matchup for Chestnut. To which you might think, okay, so bring Spidops. And you know what? Spidops could have been a decent bring, but I also liked this just for the defensive utility as well. Clicking Roar is really, really good. And obviously I want Stealth Rocks, just to like punish the Charizard, like if he's greedy and not boots. But also Chip on Feraligatr goes a long way. I mean, okay, mainly I wanted Spikes for the Iron Crown, right? Just to like whittle that thing down for the taunt, but rocks are also fine. I can also just click U-turn right and just like go to Entei pretty freely. But yeah. Okay. And now the final Pokemon is the Entei. Just like a very standard boots 4 attack set. Sacred Fire is really, really good here. He does have Dash Bun. Originally I did have Agility here. I know I had Agility and Extreme Speed, but here's a couple like fast Pokemon that I like to click Sacred Fire against. But the fact there's a Dash Bun, which there's a world where it could come. I think he'd have to drop one of his scary Pokemon, but he could bring Dash Bun if he's scared of the Entei. But yeah, I've got Iron Head just to hit it. Yeah, there you go. I guess I could also click it against like Frostlass if I don't want to miss. It's actually a very, very real reason to click it. Also going for flinches. Yeah. But yeah, main win con here is Tornadus just clicking its Specs moves. And then late game, like if this comes down to a 1-0, I think Sylveon will be my last Pokemon alive. I think Sylveon was very, very good. I was very much considering a Key Berry over the boots, but like if this thing just gets Toxic Spiked, like I don't see it winning an end game, whereas the boots help to facilitate that end game a lot, because with Fizz Death and Carmines and Wish and Protect, like it will just be like healing and doing a lot of chip and just beating stuff 1v1. But yeah, there you go. Here's the team. Not my longest team builder, but it's okay. This is a pretty simple team. I don't really think there's too much I have to explain. I'm kind of just 252 on a lot of things. Like this is just gonna outspeed the base 110 and then be strong. This will outspeed something a +2. I think like a +1 for Feraligatr or something like that. I can double check that though. Let's do that. Actually, yeah, I did. Oh, it's just like all here. Okay, fair. Sure. Where's Feraligatr? So the way. Oh, there we go. Where's Feraligatr? 420. Might have been adamant. Oh no, 4. Okay, this hits 422. So yeah, there you go. Outspeed, max speed +1 for Feraligatr. Okay, cool. Obviously, if he ever Tera Electrics, then my Earthquake will do a ton as well. But Heavy Slam is just very good across the board. Has his Psychic Fangs. Yeah, I think. Oh yeah. Not my best nicknames. I'll be honest. I think they're okay. This is pretty good. This is probably my favourite. This I just feel it feels mandatory to have a my type at this point, and I mean, yeah, this is my type. I wanted like a more dog-like emoticon here, but all the like snout characters aren't available on Switch, which is very, very sad. This is a rain setter, so this gets bird up. This is just, I mean, this just explains itself. This is what Zach looks like in real life. Yeah, I'm not going to explain that one. I'm sure you can figure it out though. It was photoshopped out on Showdown though, so yeah. Okay, and that's the team builder. So I will be playing Josh in between like an hour and a quarter, something like that. So yeah, not too long to wait. Hopefully the battle goes well. Hopefully I win. I think I've got the team to do it, but the Feraligatr is a huge threat. But I think once Feraligatr goes down, I don't really think he's got the offensive like stuff to beat me. I think Feraligatr is definitely going to like take a couple kills if it comes in and just clicks like a Dragon Dance. But you know, I mean, between like extreme speed priority and just the fact my pieces are pretty bulky, like if I just need to like sack something to like go to this and either click EQ with the Passion Barrier or counter or war or whatever, then like I'm happy to do that. But yeah, Tera Electric Feraligatr is what I'm expecting. I think it needs liquidation. I think it's probably going to want Dragon Dance. I think it needs Tera Electric, Tera Blast. And then that last move, I feel like it should be Ice Punch. For the Chestnut, especially, basically. But yeah, there you go. That's what I'm calling, that's what I'm expecting. What else? What else do I think has to come? I'll be surprised if he doesn't bring Hawlucha. I think he needs to bring Iron Crown. I think he needs to bring Donphan as well. But then the rest, I think, are basically up to him. I think indeed he's pretty annoying. Expanding Force is pretty annoying, I gotta say. Especially if Skuntank doesn't come. But between Skuntank and Metagross, he might be dissuaded from bringing the NDD. Quillfish could come for sure to get up the Toxic Spikes. Because like I said, Toxic Spikes are pretty annoying for me. And again, that is basically why I'm Boots on Sylveon. I think Boots on Entei is pretty self-explanatory, but Boots on Sylveon, maybe less so. So basically for the Toxic Spikes, but also Spikes, because Spikes are annoying. I think Frostlass might come as well, just to like block Spin. But I don't mind if it does that. I'm more than happy to just click Rain Dance into Flip Turn on the Frostlass. And just go to Torn. For the record, I think I'm just going to leave Tornadus, by the way. And either click Flying type move if I'm feeling gutsy, or click U-turn if I'm feeling gutsier. There you go, there's the game plan, basically. Cool. Alright, have a nice day. Hopefully the battle goes well. Good luck to me, good luck to Josh. Yeah, thanks for watching. See you soon. Okie dokie. First things first. Did I not say that he'd bring Tera Electric Feraligatr? Is that not exactly what is that not exactly what I said? Like exactly what I said? Okay. So if you watched the team preview, then you'll know that I would just kind of like to lead Torn. He does bring the Quillfish, so that makes me very, very glad I'm Boots on my Sylveon. I don't know what happened there. Could also lead just lead Blastoise and like Flip Turn, or like Rain Dance into Flip Turn. I think I still like the Torn though. If he leads Gator, I can U-turn into Mudsdale. I think I'm okay with that plan. If he leads Crown, I'll U-turn into Metagross? Maybe Entei. Maybe Entei, actually. Okay. Good luck and fun to Josh, coach of the starter STREAMZ. I'm gonna lean back. I cannot see my laptop. I'm so far away from my laptop right now. I tried to hook it up to my TV so I'd get a bigger screen, but that wasn't working for some reason. We see the Quillfish lead. Alright. How much are we doing? Quillfish. Hisui. After Tera Fly. Tera Blast is a 2-hit KO. I mean... Does he not just go to Crown though? I could U-turn. I feel like he wants to go to Crown. Right? I think I want to click U-turn. Oh, this is already a difficult turn. I think he wants to go Crown. He didn't. Okay. Oh, big crit. Or he's not Intimidate, actually. He's probably Poison Point. So, Specs Hurricane does a lot of damage, actually. I think I'm gonna go to Blastoise. I think I'm gonna click Rain Dance into Flip Turn, I'll be honest. Haze. That's okay. I'm okay with that. Do you think he's Swift Swim? There's no way. He could be. Huh. I think I need to respect that. I don't think I can click Rain Dance here. I will click Flip Turn though. Toxic. Okay, makes sense. Makes sense. Again, Blastoise is here for utility though, so I'm okay with that. Big chip. Huge chip. Humongous chip. So... kind of tempted to go to Metagross. Am I a bad person for that? Because, like, what if he just, like, gives me it? Like, you know what I'm saying? like, you know... like, you know what I'm saying, though? Because... Terrafly Hurricane does 73 to 86 to max speed F Quillfish. But I don't want to have to click that just yet. I think I'm going to go to Metagross. Clanker. For the record, I don't actually... okay, that is actually in range of Terrafly Hurricane, but I don't want to miss. I'm going to click Agility. Click a Dark type move. It'd be funny. Because Metagross... I was prepared to use Metagross either in the early game or the late game. I didn't really mind where I used it. I think here seems like a pretty good place. Even if he doesn't, like, actually activate the weakness policy, which he doesn't, smart. I will now be +2 speed though, which is big. Actually, I was Magnetize. So, Metagross, Don Fan. If he's max attack. Yeah, Earthquake never kills. Heavy Slam. If I'm +2. To 72. So that's 28. So yeah, I think I can just Heavy Slam twice. Yeah. Yeah, 2-hit KO after weakness policy. Raw, smart. But I've broken the sturdy, so I am okay with this. It's not like I still have my weakness policy I still have my weakness policy intact. That is not the Pokemon he wanted to see. Not the Pokemon he wanted to see at all. What's my Iron Crown switching? Probably Entei, right? I think that makes sense. Also, Blastoise works, but if he Volt switches, that's bad. Maybe Metagross as well, actually. I think I just want to click this, right? I could also Dark Pulse. I could also very much U-turn here. U-turn's definitely a solid play. What would I go to? Don't really have anything that really wants to take an Earthquake. I honestly just think I could click Terrible Spine. If he goes to Iron Crown, then I should have U-turned, but chip is chip, I've got to say. Okay, I'm okay with this. Oh, no, it is Intimidate. I'm just blind. Big Define. Did I just, like, miss that? Okay. Oh, that's probably why the U-turn actually did a lot of damage, huh? Alright. Uni's the... no. Although, this is a pretty good Terrorblast Fly user, I've got to say. That did nothing. Actually did nothing. Does it kill? It's close. What are you at? Like 35-ish%? I think it kills. I could also pivot through Blastoise. What are you clicking here? What did you click last time? I could just go to Metagross again. Honestly, yeah, let's go to Metagross again. I don't want to risk the roll. I want to try and keep HP on the Taunt. Cool. Why is Metagross doing that? So, hey, I mean, I could, like, I can just click agility again. Metagross, dude, what you doing there, mate? Oh, Metagross is looking really cool. That's what Metagross is doing. Metagross is really good in this match, I gotta say. Yeah, I'm just clicking agility again. What are you doing, dude? Are you clicking? Are you clicking? Spikes. Alright. I'm just +2 speed now. And I am Boots on the Pokemon that it like really matters on. How much does Heavy Slam do? Not at +2. I'm gonna make an assumption this is a max speed efficacy in Quillfish. Quill, Fish, Spadef. Oh yeah, Heavy Slam like turbo nukes this. Let's go Heavy Slam. Okay. Metagross kills one. Let's go Metagross. And it's still full HP, which is a bit of a problem for you, I've got to say. And here's the thing, if you go to Donphan, I can just go hard Taunt. Although if you're AV, then OnlyFans, we love to see it. Yeah, I think I'm just clicking Heavy Slam. Chippy's Chip. Do we see Roar? We do see Roar. What do you get this time? I don't really think there's anything like super terrible for me. Sylveon? Yeah, like I'm okay with this. Like Hyper Voice will just kill. Alternatively, I could Wish. Alternatively, I could pivot through Blastoise. Alternatively, I could just go to Taunt. Although I don't want to be locked into like Tera Blast flying and allow Feraligatr to come in and click Tera Electric Dragon Dance, because that would be bad. That would be bad. Fun fact. Fun fact. Actually, not a very fun fact, I'll be honest. Not a fun fact. Not a fun fact. Yeah, I think I just click Hyper Voice. Yep. Okay, Sylveon takes the kill. No more Ground type, no more Rocks, no more Spin, importantly. I don't really know if I'm gonna... Indeed. Okay. So, here's the thing. I can click Calm Mind on this. I'm presuming this wants to get up screens, to which I have Psychic Fangs. Yeah, I like that. Could set up with Calm Minds on Sylveon, but I honestly don't want to reveal that just yet. I want to save that for the end game. Pass on pass. Okay, smart. Very smart. I like that play a lot. You definitely needed some momentum. But what's going to be able to kill the Metagross is the thing. What are you going to? What are you going to? Because, like, your Donphan's EQ would probably... Okay, it would kill now if you were... You see Sceptile? Okay, here's the thing, though. Like, what's Sceptile actually doing to Metagross? Sceptile... Terrain Sweeper... Metagross... Yeah, like, Heavy Slam, like, does quite a bit. I can't... Obviously agilitying wouldn't, like, get me anything. Okay, I mean, it does get Earthquake, but you're gonna outspeed, and Heavy Slam will just, like, turbo cook you. So... Sword Sense. Yeah, I'm just clicking Heavy Slam. Yep. And now I will click... Honestly, wait. Should I? Wait, wait. Okay, no, Heavy Slam is... Okay, for the record. Heavy Slam is still more damage than Psychic Fangs. If you want to punish me clicking Heavy Slam, then what would you go to? Feraligatr? Iron Crown? I'd rather still Heavy Slam. Yeah, this will pop the weakness policy. No, it won't. It kills. Honestly, impressive. Impressive. And with Psychic Terrain up, I can't actually E-Speed. Grass, electric, not electric, grass ground. Maybe I go to this and click a U-turn. Alternatively, I think Sylveon probably tanks one. Sceptile's not a strong Pokemon. Acrobatics. How will just Torn take an Acrobatics? Actually, no, how will just Sylveon take? Yeah, Sylveon takes nothing. Let's get Sylveon. And Hyper Voice. Yeah, Leaf Blade. Gets a crit. That's a pretty bad crit. Okay, but Sceptile is dead. But that was a pretty bad crit. I'm not really gonna get any more wishes now, huh? Okay. Unless you go to Indeedee and you click Baton Pass. You go to Crown. Makes sense. I kind of just want to click Protect. Because if you're a choice item, then this will tell me. Okay, Expanding Force. Okay. Alright. Alright. So, I probably have to sack this, right? It's a bit of a shame. But yeah, I don't really think I need it anymore. I could honestly go for the Double Protect. I don't really think I lose anything from it. Yeah, let's go for the Double Protect. Cool. Yeah, I'm just sacking Sylveon here, but I may as well stall out turns of Psychic Terrain. You are Terrain Extender. Okay. Let's click Protect again. 1 in 9. Okay. So, to this, I feel like I probably want to go to Entei. You could be Choice Scarf. That'd be bad. I am Max Speed F Blastoise. Entei. Iron Crown. Yes, Sacred Fight does a lot. If you're... What do I do? What do I do? Because I could also pivot through Blastoise. How much does Blastoise take? Blastoise. If you're Scarf, let's say. Or just anything other than... Okay, yeah, let's say... Where's Modest? Modest Scarf. Expanding Force. I only have 10 seconds. Way up. Psychic Terrain. Blastoise. Doesn't kill. Yeah, and this should be the last turn. So I could Rapid Spin, but I think I just flip turn. I don't really care about the spike a whole lot. Yeah. Okay, and this should be the last turn of Psychic Terrain as well. I'll go to Entei. Yep. So if you're Choice Scarf, that will no longer like do very much. And I'm just going to Sacred Fire. If you go to Feraligatr, you're going to risk getting burned. You go to Indeedee. I think that makes sense. That was a good chunk. No burn. So I'm probably going to need to like use Blastoise as a sack soon. Do you Healing Wish? Go to this to scout to see if your Choice Scarf. I don't really think I need Torn anymore because I can use this to beat the Feraligatr's thing with the Pasha Berry encounter. I could also just sack the Blastoise now, but I feel like that's a bit too passive. So what I want to do is I want to go to Torn because I think I want HP on the Entei still. So it wasn't Specs damage. Yeah, you Baton Pass. If you go to Crown, I'm going to assume that your Choice Scarf. I think you have to. It's a Feraligatr. Huh. So I've got to presume that you want to click Dragon Dance here. I'm U-turning. Yeah. And I think I go to Blastoise because I can click Roar. And then if you take the kill, I can go to Mudsdale and click Counter. How much does Mudsdale Earthquake do to Feraligatr, by the way? Feraligatr. Electric. $83 to $99. Let's go. So yeah, let's go to Blastoise. Yeah. So I can. So here I'm forcing you to click. Nope. Nah. Okay, but you didn't go to Crown, so I've got to assume. Okay, that is the worst of the two. Yeah, you're just gonna take a kill with Expanding Force. There's not much I can do about that. Volt Switch. Okay, also fair. What did you go to though? What do you go to? Kind of wish I had an opportunity to get my rocks up now. But it is what it is. Feraligatr. So if you click Dragon Dance, then I think I go to Mudsdale always. Do I click Earthquake or do I click Counter? This is a difficult turn. The crit on the Sylveon is actually pretty bad as well. Yeah, because having Sylveon still around would have been really nice. I have to sack it, which is unfortunate. Earthquake or counter? Earthquake or counter? I feel like you just want to set up. I think I have to click Earthquake. Yeah. Okay. Right, that's the right choice. Cool. Okay, we just take the kill. Huge. Let's go Mudstale. Honestly, it's saying my Earthquake did 83.6 to 99, so that might have been a roll. Actually, no, it was definitely a roll. What am I saying? So here I'm clicking Earthquake, because the horse has done its job. We live that as well, wow. Let's go horse. I'm just like max for death, by the way, which you'll know if you watch the team order. Okay. Didn't kill, but that's fine. Expanding force. So we know that NT lives one. Ledger? NT. Like. What's it called? Iron. Crown. Sure, assault, that's whatever. Psychic terrain. Expanding force. Yeah. Barring a crit, we should live this. Unless you're modest. Modest. If you're modest, it's a roll. 43.8% chance to Oko. Alright. I don't think I can go to this, because if you're Scarfed, then that just loses Torn for no reason. Yeah, I think I've got to do this, and I think I've got to click. What are you at? 10%? I mean, it looks like Iron Head kills. It's really close. It looks like you're at 10% though, and it says Iron Head does 12.4 to 14.6. So I think I can just Iron Head. Because if this misses, that's really bad. How many more turns of terrain? Oh wait, did terrain end? Wait. Oh, terrain ended. Okay, I'm just looking at it. I'm head though. Yeah. Because like you can go to you indeed, but between this and then the Sacred Fire, like I will just kill. Yeah, gotta click it here. Can't let you. Cannot let you Healing Wish. Alright. Let's try and get the kill. Iron Head should kill. Expanding Force. Are you modest? Do you get the roll? Oh, you are modest and you get the roll. Oh no, that's really bad. Okay. I think that's a loss. If I was Scarf Torn, then it's a win, but I'm Specs. Damn. That's really bad. Yeah, that was a roll. Yeah, GG. 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 Good rings. But it was a roll. It was in my favour as well. Yeah, losing like that is bad. It sucks, obviously, but it was a good win. Didn't win Scum Tank, so what are you going to do? Oh, that's really annoying. That's really annoying. Because if Sylveon doesn't get crit, then Sylveon will be able to do a lot better and like stall out psychic terrain. Yeah, it was a fun game. It sucks that I had to lose like that though. GG though. Alright, I'm done recording. I'm getting hay fevered in this room. Goodbye.